Hey guys, what's going on? Lego Man 123 are back with another video. And I'll be doing a bit of a news video today on some newly releases for Lego sets in 2020. And they are going to be Lego City, Lego Ninjago, Lego Creator, and Lego Marvel Superheroes. So without further ado, let's take a look at them and we'll get to the video. So this first set is a Lego City set. This is a 4+ set, which is now Juniors. And I must say, I really like this set. I like the small build for a jewelry store. And then the vehicle is a pretty nice design. And then I like the robber as well. The next set is this really cool, like, speed sort of chase. We have Duke D10 from the donut shop opening set. And I really like the design of the both of the vehicles, and that crate full of the fish is very useful for cities. And then the Crook's car or the robber is really nice too. I like that cool, like, sort of vault, and the design and the colors of each vehicle is great. And I also like the small build there with the 50 sign for their speed. And then the next set is actually pretty interesting because it has a magnet play feature. I thought Lego would actually never do this, but they have managed to pull it off as a very fun as it looks to be on this set play feature. I really like this play feature and how it does work. Like, you can detach and attach the magnet to the, like, jewelry sort of like box what the crook is trying to steal. And then we have another crook or robber on this really cool sort of motorbike. I also like the design of the minifig. The next set is to be like this escaping sort of a truck, which I believe they've done throughout the whole year of Lego Police, but they have this twist to it. They have a flying helicopter. I believe this is the very same thing Lego Ninjago has done with those flying things, but this is just a helicopter, which is actually pretty interesting. And then the minifigs are great as well. I also like the design of the truck. It's not too big and it's not too long. The next set is this like city bank robbery, once again with that magnet feature. I really like that magnet feature, and I also like the design of like some sort of like getaway monster truck, which is pretty interesting design. And then the city bank is also a really nice build to put into a city, and the minifigs are great. And then we have the main police station, and this has lights and sound and a light brick. I'm not too interested in this Lego police station because I do already have one, but I really like that bulldog. That is a very nice piece, and the minifigs are great. And also the exploding feature to break out of the jail is great. And then we have this, I believe this 4+ set. It may not be, but this set is actually really cool. I like the design of some. It seems to be some sort of like fire truck buggy, but that owl is just amazing. I really want to get this set just for the owl, and also that minifig is great. And then the like water feature is pretty nice as well. Then we have this, maybe a starter set. We have Freya McCloud from a Lego City set, and then it has that flying helicopter once again, which is really cool. So first, for the Lego Ninjago, we have this Lego Ninjago Legacy set. This is from Season 2, and I really like the design of the golden mech with the golden ninja, which is Lloyd. I really like the design and the golden colors on it, and then the Stone Army Warriors are great, and getting Master Wu is always great. Next, we have the Gamers Market, and this set I believe everyone wants because it comes with some amazing minifigs, especially that pink Zane, and the colors and the design of the market itself is actually a pretty interesting design. A lot of different characters, and it's jam-packed with a lot of really great features. And this box art is pretty great as well for all the new Lego Ninjago sets. Next, we have Cole and Lloyd's Verto City Races. Hopefully I'm saying that name right, but the design and the colors of it are pretty interesting. But once again, using translucent green for Jay, I really don't think that's his color. It does work for Lloyd because he's the green ninja, but I wish they used translucent blue for him for his vehicle. But the new minifig, which I believe might be a villain, is actually a pretty interesting. I really like the mold of that helmet, and the colors and the design is great. And also that cool like sword is pretty interesting as well. I believe that may be like some sort of key to get to the next level, maybe. Then we have this really nice like vehicle here. A lot of really nice different features on there to like hit your opponent, crash them. And then the two like main villains maybe with like these cool like translucent red helmets are pretty interesting. Then we have another like some sort of maybe key, but this time it's in pink, not green. Then we have Kai in his red suit with white is pretty interesting as well. Then we have Jay's Cyber Dragon, once again using translucent green for Jay does not work. Translucent blue would have been a lot more better, but I really like that cool Emperor minifig. And then we get two of those like new villain minifigs, the pink and then the green one is pretty interesting. Then we have the Emperor's Temple of Madness, and there's a lot of madness stuff going on in here. Really like the design of the temple itself. A lot of red, black, blue, translucent red, which, maybe that's orange, but really nice colors in there. Then we have a few different minifigs, which is great. Then we have Kai's Mech Jet, and this is a 2-in-1. This is actually a pretty interesting idea for LEGO Ninjago. I would love to see this more often in sets coming out maybe next year or the year after that, because instead of just having like one build where you just build it and put it on display, you can actually build two different sets in one, which is great. But the mech, it's meh, it's not good and it's not bad, but the jet is pretty interesting. But I wish they used like translucent red for like the different translucent green parts, because once again, translucent green is Lloyd's color. And then we get one of those keys once again. Maybe it may not be a key, I'm not quite sure. Then we have our second set for LEGO Ninjago Legacy, and this is from Season 3. Really like the design of Jay's like sort of dirt road driver, maybe, I'm not quite sure how to explain it. Then we have Cosmic, like the colors on that. Then we have one of these cyber robots, which is great. Also like getting Cole and Jay's hair in these sets. Then we have the Emperor in his golden armor, which is great to get again. Then we have Lloyd's Jungle Raider. A lot of people have been saying they wish they got like maybe Master Chen in this, like I believe it's maybe $10 set, and I too wish that, but I really like the design of his Jungle Raider, and getting Lloyd in his Season 4 torso and legs is great. I'm actually really excited for this set. Then we have this 4+ set for LEGO Ninjago, and I must say, for a 4+ set, you're actually getting a fair bit. You're getting a pretty nice, cool dragon build with a cool new mold for a dragon. You're getting this small build for the fire sword, and you're getting Garmadon. It's pretty interesting. Then we have this Emperor's Dragon here. Really like the colors on this dragon, the like red, the blue, and the black, and also the translucent orange, which is great. And the two minifigs are great, which is Lloyd and Kai. Then we have these like arcade pods. We have Kai, Jay, and Lloyd. And I believe with each one of these, you get an exclusive piece. And like you open it up and you can like take out the minifig and swap it out. It's like a cool arcade build, which is actually pretty interesting. And the minifigs are pretty interesting as well. I especially like Lloyd with a mohawk, because I thought I would never see that. So now we'll move on to LEGO Creator. So now we're moving into LEGO Creator, and this first set is a 3-in-1, and it seems to be like all things flying. We have a helicopter, a plane, and then a helicopter. Really nice colors in this set. I also like the design of each of them. Next we have this like vehicles one. We have a car, maybe a hot rod, and then another plane. Once again, really like the colors and the design of each of the builds, especially the car. I like the snot technique there. Then we have this like monster truck. Really like the design of the monster truck. I think the colors are pretty interesting, and I also like the design of like the crushed car. And then the two other 3-in-1 builds are pretty interesting as well. Then we have this once again another mythical creatures one. We have this one with another dragon, and I must say that the dragon is actually a pretty interesting design. I like the design of the wings, and the colors are great as well. The blue, the dark red, and the yellow work very nicely together. But I also like the design of the scorpion, and I'm not quite sure what the other build is. It seems to be like some sort of maybe wolf, something like that. Then we have this build here. This seems to be another sort of vehicle based one. Really like the design of each of the three builds, and the colors are great. Then we have, this is probably my favorite one, we have this like burger place on monster truck wheels. Very creative idea, and also like the design of it. And then the burger build is great, and the design in the inside is great. But I might like take off the monster truck wheels and put just normal wheels on there to add into my city. I think that will look pretty nice, but the design with the monster truck wheels is pretty funny. Then we have this set here. It seems to be a toy shop, and then on top of that maybe some sort of apartment for the owner. Then we just have this small rocket ride, which is pretty interesting. I might put that with all my other sort of modular style buildings. And I also like the design of that like blue aqua color. We have these Lego Avengers sort of mech builds. The first one is Iron Man. I really like the design of him. I like how playable he is and how many features he has with both of his legs moving and both of his arms. And the minifig is great too. Next we have Thanos. I really like the design of the gauntlet, and also the colors are great as well. Getting a Thanos minifig with that cool like golden helmet is great. Then we have Spider-Man. Not too interested in this one because I don't like how he has like those sort of like arms at the back of him like Doc Ock would. It just looks like a mashup of regular Spider-Man mixed with like Iron Spider, but just with the regular Spider-Man colors. Not too interested in this Spider-Man one. Then we have the first set is like there's some sort of like chase with like Black Panther and like Thor battling. Like I'm actually not quite sure what's going on here. That's how confusing this set looks, but I really like the design of the minifigs, and both of the builds are pretty okay. Then we have this one here. This is pretty interesting idea as well. I like the minifigs in this, and the design of the Avengers like truck or like jet looks pretty interesting as well, and just looks like there's a whole heap of going on, which is great. Then we have this 4+ set, and I must say, once again, there is a fair bit going on in this 4+ set. I really like the Voltra, or no, Volt, I'm not quite sure, that minifig, and then I really like the design of like the jewelry truck, which is great, and then Spider-Man on his motorbike is great. Then we have this like Spider-Man like mech bike, not quite sure what it is, but I believe last year we got a very similar set to that. And then we just have Doc Ock, then like Spider-Girl, I'm not quite sure who that is, but the box art is pretty interesting. Then we have this 4+ set once again, and this is actually a pretty jam-packed Spider-Man 4+ set. We have like this some sort of like Mysterio mech. Then we have another Spider-Man helicopter. I'm a bit overseeing them. Then we have this small bank build. And then we have this Spider-Man like mech Venom. And then we have this like jet of Spider-Man. We did get a Spider-Man jet a few years ago, and then also we recently got a Venom mech. But then the most interesting minifig, in my opinion, is Spider-Norm. So if you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it, because I really did enjoy sharing my thoughts on each of the sets from the different themes. Some of them were great with some great minifigs, great builds, and also some great box art, but then some of them were not. They didn't like have very good builds, and the minifigs were okay, but then the builds weren't. So once again guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I can see you soon. Goodbye!